Hey everyone, it's Alex Stevenson here from Ninja Teacher, and I am actually out at a restaurant right now. It is the first time in a long time, and as social distancing in Vietnam is easing, there are things starting to open up now, which is really great. There have been a few things that I've seen just walking around that are starting to reopen now. So I'm going to have a bit of food now, a bowl of bun bo hue, which is a noodle dish with beef. And I'll show you that quickly, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what else is starting to open and how things are looking right now in Vietnam. Okay, check it out. Just got my bowl of bun bo hue, and I am super excited. This is a street food restaurant, so we're talking about a little spot opening out onto the street, but there's also an Italian restaurant open across the street, so there's definitely restaurants opening. Not everything, it's still a little quiet, it's definitely not fully there yet, but the fact that places are open and are allowed to open is pretty exciting. So I'm going to enjoy this, it's going to be delicious. So in my last video I briefly talked about why I thought that Vietnam had just done an amazing job, how there's so few cases, 270 total, 0 deaths, and only 40 cases that haven't recovered yet, so 230 recovered now, not recovered, just recovered. So go back and watch that video if you want to learn a little bit more about what Vietnam did that I think really helped, and how Vietnam did such a great job. But in this video I just want to tell you a few of the updates of things I've noticed happening in Vietnam that show that social distancing is lifting. And as mentioned in the last video, Vietnam has moved to a less strict version of social distancing where non-essential businesses are allowed to open. So that is what's happening now. That's why I was able to go to a restaurant. That's why there's lots of restaurants open. That's why, if you saw the clip I just filmed of the hairdresser, there was a girl getting a haircut. I think technically places like nail salons and hairdressers aren't supposed to be open yet, but they are starting to. I think the only things that aren't allowed to be open right now are bars and cinemas and places where gatherings of 30 people or more take place. And it was quite funny in our team chat. Miranda, who's our enrollment manager, was saying how she got her haircut. Steph, who's our academic manager, she went and got her nails done. And that's something I've actually been meaning to put out on YouTube more, is like apparently getting your nails done in Vietnam is just super cheap and awesome for women, because I mean I don't. If you're a guy and you do, that's fine, but apparently that's really expensive when you're back home, but it's really cheap here. Don't quote me on that, I just have heard that a lot, so I thought I'd put it out there for all the ladies. So this is pretty awesome. Right as I was filming this video, I just got news from our team. Chi, who is our schools network manager, well actually Claire posted it, she posted the Vietnamese official announcements, and she just translated it for us. So I'm gonna read it to you. It looks as though schools are going back on the 28th, or that was when it was made. Let me just read it quickly for you. So on April 28, Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee announced the time of going back to schools for students in Ho Chi Minh City. Yep, so that's today, that's the announcement was today. So at the proposal of the Department of Education and Training, the Department of Labor, War, Invalids and Social Affairs, the Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee directs as follows. Approves the policy for the return routes for students and students' general education and vocational educational establishments, with the time of readmission from May 4th are allocated according to each grade level, not concentrated simultaneously. Okay, so that's a translation from Vietnamese. The different age groups are going to be going back at a staggered rate from the beginning of May till the end of May. So I'll quickly just explain what dates those are going to be. So on the 4th of May, students 9 and 12 will gather to listen to instructions to ensure safety in schools, and one day later these students will go to school. So that is on the 5th, they'll be back at school. Grades 4 to 8 and students in grade 10 and 11 go to school, and on May 12 students in grades 1 to 3 will return to school. Right, so that's pretty awesome. That means most of the elementary and high school will be all back by May the 12th. Probably the English centers will follow this as well, because English centers typically go by what the public schools are doing, although it may fall into the vocational education institutions, which will be fully open by the 11th of May. But either way, that seems like most schools and most age groups will be opened up within halfway through May, which is in a few weeks time. That's pretty amazing. And then lastly, this was expected, but preschool and kindergarten will go back quite a bit later. So before 6 years of age, on May 18th, 5-year-old students go to school. On May 20th, 3 to 4-year-olds go to school. And on the 1st of June, the remaining preschool classes under 3 years old will return to school. Under 3 years old, it's kind of insane. But yeah, they're just trying to stagger it out, get the students who have exams coming up earlier into schools, so that's super important. So the whole point of this video changed, but I do want to put this out as soon as possible, this news, so I'm just going to include it in here, and you will have seen that, yeah, things are starting to open up and schools are going back, which is probably the biggest indicator that the teaching English market here is going to be getting back on track very soon. So that's super exciting. Now I also want to tell you about something that I'm planning for tomorrow. Actually, is a live web class for people that are interested in coming to teach English in Vietnam, because as you can see, things are starting to pick back up again, and very soon jobs will be available again, because there is a huge decrease in teachers now, as I mentioned in the last video again. So they will need more teachers from abroad to come to Vietnam. So I'm going to be creating and running a web class, which you can click the link below to join and register, and it'll be about a 1-hour class on how to get started teaching English abroad, how you can earn money by teaching English abroad, how you can travel, how you can experience a new culture by living here, how you can make a difference in the lives of children out here. Education is not going away, and as you can see, it's about to start back up. So this will be a kind of crash course for what you need to know when it comes to teaching English in Vietnam. And one thing to note is that schools, while they might be opening, it might be a while until the borders are reopening to let teachers in. Hopefully not too long. So that will be the next step, is they'll start letting people back in. As I mentioned in the last video, again, they're starting to bring in the Vietnamese citizens back to Vietnam, repatriating them. But so far it's not really open to foreigners to come back into the country. But once it is, you want to be prepared and ready, have all the information you need to know about how to get certified, what you need to prepare, what's in store for you if you come out to teach English here in Vietnam. So click the link below, sign up for that class. It'll be really interesting. I'll be able to speak to you guys live, answer any questions that you have. So I look forward to doing that. The time will be in the registration page, so you can see that. Really good news. I'm really happy about it. It's kind of made my day. It's exciting for us as Ninja Teacher. We're a teacher training company, so we're looking forward to getting back to training teachers and, you know, the market getting back to normal, because it's been a tough time. But also all the teachers that we've trained previously are waiting to get back into their work and getting back into jobs. And all of you out there who have been planning to do this for some time, or maybe you're just hearing about it now and you actually want to get out of where you are as soon as possible because of your economic situation. Maybe you're struggling to find a job, maybe you're not even able to get out of the door to find a job, or you know, you're working from home, etc. And Vietnam might be the place to come to live and work. You know, within the next few months, hopefully things will be improved. Okay, so if you are happy about schools reopening, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos about teaching English and life in Vietnam, and hopefully speak to you in the web class tomorrow. If not, there'll be more videos from me soon with more updates, so I'll speak to you then. Peace.